U20 Men's Roundup. Neptune 100-65. Templeogue Neptune will contest the U20 Men's National Cup final against Dublin Lions following a comfortable 100-65 win over Templeogue. The class of Neptune was evident from tip-off, and with 3 Super League panellists in their squad, their skills proved too much for the Dubliners to contain. Right from tip-off, Neptune looked energetic all over the court, and despite Iarla McKeon opening with a three-pointer for Templeogue, Neptune responded with a similar basket on their next possession courtesy of Darragh O'Sullivan. The home fans were treated to a wonderful finish to the quarter when Scott Hannigan assisted Jake Collins for a classy buzzer-beater basket. As our U20 Men's prepare for the next 2 weeks to take Dublin Lions in the @Biblerl U20 Men's National Cup final in Tallaght, here's a look back at some of the highlights: dunks, spin moves, no-look passes, buzzer beaters as the game turned on its head in the third quarter as Neptune demolished Templeogue with high-tempo defense, and despite the outstanding Liffey picking up a back injury, his team put this game to bed when they commanded a 80-52 lead entering the final quarter. It was a case of going through the motions for the Leesiders coming down the stretch as coach Kieran Leahy praised his troops. Leahy said, "At halftime, although commanding a 16-point lead, I felt we were slack in defense, but once we increased the intensity it was game over." The Neptune chief was delighted his team had learned from last year's U18 Cup defeat to the same opposition, and he couldn't have been happier with the performance of his team. "When you have a squad of players that have the dedication of this group of players, it makes my job so much easier and enjoyable, and hopefully we can finish the business in the final," added Leahy. The trio of O'Sullivan, Liffey and David Murray are all playing big minutes in the Super League, and that's a huge advantage to this trio when competing at this level. "The lads are all quality players, and it showed in this semi-final as Templeogue basically had no answers when the questions were asked," concluded Leahy. Scores for Neptune: S. Hannigan 22, C. Liffey 21, D. O'Sullivan 21, Templeogue, I. McKeon 16, C. Gordon 11, KRCS 7. In the second semi-final, Dublin Lions were made work hard before overcoming Port Louis Panthers 68-62. The Lions, inspired by some tremendous outside shooting from Samuel Mohammed and Tiernan Howe, led 45-36 as the break, but had to withstand a late Panthers rally. Scores for Dublin Lions: S. Mohammed 14, T. Howe 13, J. Maguire 10, Port Louis Panthers, J. Gormley 17, T. Swain 14, J. Phelan 14. U18 Women's Roundup: Liffey Celtics 68-59 Singleton Super Value Brunel. Liffey Celtics of Kildare will have 2 teams representing them at the Hula Hoops National Cup Finals in Tallaght at the end of the month, as their under-18 team will join their Women's Super League team following their magnificent 68-59 win over Singleton Super Value Brunel. The opening quarter was competitive, but with Liffey's Katie Williamson and Sierra Bracken dominating in the offense court, it was no surprise they commanded a 20-13 lead entering the second quarter. Credit to Brunel, they battled hard in the second quarter, but despite the Kildare outfit only amassing 7 points, they still trailed 27-25 at the break. On the restart, Celtics improved at both ends of the court, but following a superb Lauren Homan drive to the hoop, Brunel led 38-32. Suddenly the Cork side went into meltdown as they were punished on the boards by their Kildare opponents, who turned the game on its head to lead 49-45 entering the fourth quarter. Coming down the stretch, Liffey Celtics took control as the energy-drained Brunel side offered little resistance, with Celtics booking their place into the final after a truly wonderful sporting game. The mood in the Liffey Celtics camp was one of elation as coach Anya O'Connor praised her team's battling performance. O'Connor said, "I thought we played reasonably well with the exception of the second quarter where we only managed to score 7 points, but that problem was addressed at halftime." The Liffey chief believes there is a special bond in this group of players. "Aaron Bracken and I have been involved with this team since nursery, and to help them reach a National Cup final is a special day for us, and hopefully they can produce the goods at the National Basketball Arena," added O'Connor. In the second semi-final, Waterford Wildcats proved too strong for Templeogue, running out 65-32 winners. The Waterford side were seldom troubled by their Dublin opponents as coach Tommy O'Mahony praised his troops. "We played well enough and now the real test will come in the final against a very talented Liffey Celtics, but it will be an enjoyable experience for all the girls," said Tommy O'Mahony. Scorers: Singleton SuperValu Brunel, K. Walsh 24, L. Homan 17, O. Murphy 8, Liffey Celtics, K. Williamson 27, C. Bracken 20, F. Accord 6, Singleton SuperValu Brunel, A. Morrissey, A. O'Brien, E. Hannigan, O. Murphy, L. Homan, L. Crean Hickey, E. Lean, N. Bodrin, K. Walsh, E. Murphy, T. Lynch, C. Morey. Liffey Celtics: C. Masterson, E. Harrington, M. Doherty, A. Bowler, K. Martier, S. Russell, S. Dillon, C. Bracken, A. Accoridi, C. Milady, K. Williamson, K. Rochford. Referees: Martin McGettrick Dublin, Peter James Coughlin, Cork, Niamh Callahan Dublin.